my hands right away within like 24 hours were starting to turn purple, and that's what like I think went bad quickly, faster, or maybe it was my legs. But yeah, it was kind of scary waking up and seeing everybody kind of there in the hospital, because I just remember it was my husband and my son, there with me. So I'm wondering, why is everybody here? And then the first thing I remember being told is when I woke up was, do you remember what happened? Do you remember going to the ER? And I said, yeah, I remember going to the ER, but I was fighting the nurse, I guess, because I was so hot. They put me in a warming blanket heater thing because my core temperature was so low. So I don't like to be hot, and so I kept trying to push the blanket thing away, and I was just really irritated. And the nurse said to me, I remember, if you don't quit, we're gonna intubate you. And I said, okay. I mean, I didn't know what it meant, but it just sounded good. So that's all that I really remember. But I just remember my husband Ray telling me when I woke up that, and I saw one of the doctors actually come into the room and was looking at my legs and talking about amputation. And I'm thinking to myself, well, not me, they're not talking about me. And I'm remember just staring at my husband, and I just was in disbelief because he was shaking his head like, yes, you do have to get amputated, your legs amputated. And the first thought was like, when you think of amputation, or when I think of amputation, is soldiers who have gone to war, people who are diabetic and lose their limbs. So it was really hard for me to grasp amputation. Yeah, it was very shocking. It was very shocking, and I remember thinking to myself, well, what about work? What about my job? Because I was on leave, and I was supposed to go back, this summer, this past summer, and I just remember thinking like, that's the first kind of like the thing I was thinking about. I'm like, how, but then I'm thinking, oh, maybe later on I'll go back. But then I thought to myself, and it was actually either that night or the night after, because you're just trying to grasp like what that meant. I remember it was late at night when everybody already went home. So this was probably like around 10 or 11 o'clock at night when it was it was a night nurse. Her name was Sarah. She was a young, probably 20-some-year-old nurse.